Chapter 4, Kissing. The next day at school, I told Robbie I needed his help to come up with a super secret plan. Of course, I'll help you think of something, Robbie said, patting me on the back, but not right now. Mrs. Wishy is looking this way. Listen carefully, everyone, said Mrs. Wishy. Today we are going to decorate these bags for Valentine's Day. She held up a small white lunch bag. Mrs. Wishy, I don't think those bags are big enough for 20 Valentines, said Chloe. Oh, I use these bags every year, and there's plenty of room for all of your Valentines, Mrs. Wishy answered, smiling. Well, my Valentines are huge, and I put a really fancy box of chocolates with each one. A whole box of chocolates, said Max, licking his lips. Yum! Chloe turned to Max. You don't even deserve one. The only reason you're getting a box is because Mrs. Wishy said we had to give a Valentine to everybody in the class. Well, every time I bite into one of those chocolates, I'll pretend it's your head, Max said, laughing. I am not going to put up with this behavior again today, Mrs. Wishy interrupted. This is your last warning, you two. Next time, it's off to the principal's office. Do you understand? They both nodded their heads. Anyway, as I was saying, Chloe, these bags are plenty big enough, but if someone's Valentine does not fit, then you can just place it next to the person's bag. I can't believe she's going to give everybody a whole box of chocolates, I whispered to Jessie. Those are really expensive. She thinks she's better than everyone else, Jessie whispered back. She thinks if she gives people expensive stuff, then they'll like her. I don't really like her even if she does give us that stuff. She's always bragging too much, and she bosses everybody around. Yeah, I know. Well, you can't buy friends, Jessie said, squeezing my hand. You're a really good friend, Freddie. I could feel my cheeks getting red. I was sure my face was as red as a tomato. Are you all right? Asked Mrs. Wishy. Your cheeks are very red. Maybe you have a fever. I'd better send you to the nurse. Oh, why did she say that? Now everyone in the class was looking at me. I was so embarrassed. No, that's okay, Mrs. Wishy. I'm fine. It's just a little hot in here. I think he is turning red because his girlfriend is holding his hand, Max snickered. Oh, no. I didn't realize that Jessie was still holding my hand. I quickly let go of her hand. She's not my girlfriend, I said. Freddie and Jessie sitting in a tree. Kissing, Max sang loudly. I wished I could make myself disappear. I'd never been so embarrassed in my life. Max, that is enough, said Mrs. Bushy. Just because two people hold hands does not mean they're boyfriend and girlfriend. You are all way too young to have boyfriends and girlfriends anyway. But boys can have girls who are friends, and girls can have boys who are friends. And Freddie is my good friend, said Jessie, sticking her nose in Max's face. Do you have a problem with that? No, Max said, grinning. Just make sure you don't forget to give your little friend a kiss on Valentine's Day. Max, said Mrs. Wishy, you just earned yourself a trip to the principal's office. I am tired of your mouth right now, she said, pointing to the door. But, Max stammered. Now, Mrs. Wishy repeated a little louder this time. Max got up off the rug and stomped out the door in a huff. He didn't need anybody to show him the way to the principal's office. He had been there before. I'm sorry about that, boys and girls, said Mrs. Wishy. As I said, we are all friends in this class. Boys can play with girls, and girls can play with boys, and there's nothing to be embarrassed about. In fact, when I was growing up, my best friend was a boy named Josh. We had lots of great adventures together. I smiled at Jessie, and she smiled back. Now, let's get on with our project, Mrs. Wishy continued. These bags are blank, so you can decorate them any way you'd like. I put all kinds of fun materials on the table so you can use. Just make sure you write your name in big letters on the front of the bag so everybody knows it's yours. Once I give you a bag, you can find a seat and start decorating. Robbie and I sat down at a table together. I figured this was a good time to start making our plan. All I said was, now, about that plan, when Jessie came and sat down next to us. What plan? Asked Jessie. Freddie wants me to help him think of a way to sneak something up to his bedroom, said Robbie. What do you want to sneak up there? Jessie asked. Um, I have to sneak some Valentine stuff up there, but I don't want my mom to see because I'm making her a secret Valentine. Ooh, a secret. That sounds super cool, said Jessie. I wish I were getting a secret Valentine. I smiled to myself. Anyway, said Robbie, we have to help Freddie think of a plan. Why don't you put on a jacket that has really big pockets and hide everything in the pockets? Said Jessie. We did that once, said Robbie, but this time Freddie has too much stuff he needs to carry. It won't all fit, and he can't make more than one trip. I hit my forehead with the palm of my hand. Think, think, think. Oh, I know, said Robbie. Your mom is such a neat freak. She does laundry all the time. Tell your mom that you want to help her out by putting away your own laundry. When she gives you the stack of clean clothes, you sneak in the other room when she's not looking and hide the stuff in between the clothes. Then you carry it all up to your room without anyone noticing. What a great idea, I said, giving Robbie a high five. You are a genius. I know, he said, grinning. My mom will never suspect a thing. She'll just think I'm so sweet for helping her out around the house. That is a really good plan, said Jessie. And I know your mom is going to love that special Valentine. I smiled at Jessie. Oh, she'll like it. I know she will.